lighting situation because I have just run in the door. I did not know if I was going to make it to this live or not, and I did. Through much running and panicked hurrying through all of Paris. So today it's going to be kind of a short one today because my life is a little bit crazy right now. But I wanted to talk with you guys first just to tell you, what my day was like because it was a little bit crazy, and then to give you guys a little update on what we're going to be doing over the summer on this channel. Some things that I've got in my brain that I want to do, and I wanted to kind of give you guys a little sneak peek and hear, if there's anything that really grabs your attention that you're really excited to see that will kind of help me when I'm scheduling like what videos we're going to do. So first off, let's talk about today is the opening ceremony of the Olympics in Paris. First, let me just say hi. Oh, hi, Laurent. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Corey. Hi, Nicolette. Hello, everyone. I don't have my glasses today, but I do have the camera very close to my face, so I can read some comments as they happen. It's raining here. Corey, it's raining here. It is storming. I have not seen the opening ceremony of the Olympics, but I'm very curious to see how it went because it has been raining all afternoon. So, as you might know, it's the opening ceremony of the Olympics today, and I celebrated by driving through central Paris for the first time by myself. I was a little bit not in the area that the Olympics are in. I was a little bit farther to the east of the city, but I'm very proud of myself. I have to admit, and I kind of didn't even say this to Laurent, to my parents, but I was pretty nervous. I was pretty nervous about driving through central Paris on like a massive, massive international events day. So it went good, even with the rain. Even there wasn't that much traffic, but I made it. The reason that I had to drive through central Paris today is because I am choreographing a show on Sunday. I'm very excited. A friend of mine who's a violinist who I've worked with doing big events like big weddings, but it's always just been me and her. But I've worked with her many times over the years, and she has a massive event that she is playing for, and she asked me to choreograph like a whole 15-minute Baroque style ballet. I have been madly trying to do that from Laurent's parents' garden for the last week. And tomorrow was our rehearsal. And then Sunday we go out to a gorgeous chateau to have the show. And I am so excited. I have 4 of my friends who are going to be dancing it with me. And it's just gonna be really cool. But that's why I had to move the car takes. I had to go to Chartres, where Laurent lives, to get the car, bring it back to Paris, and then have it ready to drive to the chateau with all the girls on Sunday. So it's pretty exciting, but I just feel I was thinking as I was driving about how much Everdeen has changed like so many aspects of my life, because I was saying to someone recently, if you'd asked me 2 or 3 years ago if I could refinish a floor or tile a shower, I would have said absolutely not. And now it's something that I feel like super confident doing. And it's kind of the same thing with the driving. Like if you asked me 2 or 3 years ago if I could, or maybe even yesterday, if I could drive through central Paris in the rain by myself, I would have been like, no. But I did, and it went really good, and I was very happy. Anyway, now that we've gone through my triumph of the day, I want to talk to you guys about plans for this summer. So the most important plan is that me, Laurent, and both of the helpers are going to be at Everdeen for basically the entire month of August, which is very, very, very exciting. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We also have my friend Laure, who is coming down from Paris next week with us to Everdeen, and that is going to be super fun because she's never been before. She's heard the whole story. She knows the saga, but she's not been there in person before, so I cannot wait to show that to her and for you guys to meet her because she is lovely. She's a circus performer as well. And then also my cousins, who I have not seen for several years, who are coming from Australia to visit France, are going to be passing through for one evening. So I don't know if we're going to try to film while they're here because they're only going to be at Everdeen for literally over one night. But that is very exciting. I'm very excited for them to see it and to get to pass through. Um, Apart from all of the special guests that will be coming soon to this channel, there's a few different things that I have in mind for videos and things that I want to make videos about over the summer. Obviously, there's all the work that we're doing. We're going to do so much work between all four of us. There's going to be I think there's going to be a big jump forward by the end of August. And also, I have some other things in mind apart from the work. For example, I would love to do a video about the Marquis de Lafayette. We already did a video when my friends Kat and Megan were here, where we visited the chateau where he was born, the Chateau Chavignac-Lafayette. But I would love to do like a more in-depth video about various places that he's connected to in the region, because he spent a big chunk of his life half an hour from Everdeen. I also would love to do a video with the volcanoes. So there are dormant volcanoes you can go and you can walk around the crater that is less than an hour drive from Everdeen. So I think that is going to be something we talk about, something we visit. There's a few geological sites that I would like, geological and historical sites in the area I would love to kind of make into a regional video. I'm also thinking about in Clermont-Ferrand. I saw on the internet that there is a ghost tour that someone has started doing. And I don't think I've talked about this on the channel, but my day job in New York when I was 19, 20 years old was leading ghost tours. I led Edgar Allan Poe themed ghost tours, and it was so much fun. I absolutely loved it. So I'm thinking that maybe what we'll do is like have a day in Clermont-Ferrand. There's a lot of really interesting things there. It's a great historical city. So we might do a little video about that and then go on the ghost tour, and I can bring you guys along for some of the ghost tour maybe. I see that in the chat we're having a discussion about wine, and that brings me to another video idea. I would love to do a wine tasting. The helpers have said that they want to do like one at least overnight, maybe 2 nights trip somewhere sort of, a couple hours drive away, but kind of in the vicinity. Possibly that's Lyon, possibly that's going to be somewhere there's a place called Orange that has a lot of Roman ruins that's in the same kind of radius. And then that's wine country. So we might have to do a little wine tasting coming up soon. Anyway, those are some of the things that have been floating around in my head. If any of those jump out at you guys, because I always find it a little, how can I say it, challenging to predict like what people are going to want to watch. Sometimes there's something that I'm like, oh, I don't know if anyone will be interested. For example, when last week on the live when I talked about the Beast of Gévaudan, and then you guys were really interested in that. So if you have thoughts, if you have things you want to see, or if any of the ideas that I have said jump out at you, let me know, because obviously the main focus of this channel is working at Everdeen, the progress at Everdeen, the before and afters of each room, but we're going to do some fun stuff too, especially with the helpers being here. We're going to do some fun, interesting things. I think that's pretty much all I've got for today. With all the driving and the stress about the driving, I was going to prepare a little historical tidbit. I think I'm going to try to do it like at least a historical tidbit. Even if that's not like the main thrust of the live every week, I'm going to try to like throw in a little something, a little taste. But what am I doing? But again, if that's something that you guys are into, like hearing me talk about history, because I love history, and as Laurent will tell you, it is hard to shut me up once I get going, then let me know about that as well, if that's something you guys are interested in. If you have things, someone asked for a video about the Cathars and that history, which I find really interesting, so I think we might do that. We might also do something about the Tour de France, because Tour de France. This year is not passing terribly close to Everdeen that I know of, but always does pass relatively close. Oh, the Capets. That could be very interesting. A French royal house. Um, the Capetian dynasty. That could be very interesting. Nice suggestion, Corey Cat. Um, and also just maybe buying wine in France. That could be, I mean, I just want to buy wine. So, you know. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to throw at me, it's kind of, I'm winding down, so it's really nice to just have like a one-on-one moment with you guys every week. That's really cool. You're talking about the €3 wines, and I see in the chat we're talking about €3 wines in the supermarket. There are, if we're going to talk about wine, there are so many great wines that are €4 or under. And anything that says, if you're in France and you don't know what to buy, but you want something that is tasty and it's under €5, anything that says Cahors, Cahors, is always, I've always found to be very tasty. And Orme de Cambras, Orme de Cambras, is another one that is very, very, very affordable and very, very, very tasty. And they do a lot of different types of wine, from Cabernet Sauvignon to Sauvignon Blanc to Cabernet Syrah. I think they do. They do a Côte de Rhône, I think. Like, it's good stuff. Anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna stop rattling on about who knows whatever pops into my head. Next week on the live, we're going to do a more historical one. I don't know what that subject will be yet, but it will be something more like what we did last week, a little bit more historical, and then we'll just do some chats, some talking. And also there's a renovation video coming on Monday. It's going to be in the garden, because I maybe was really bad and didn't do anything in the garden for a long time, and I had to like save the garden before it was completely overrun. It was a lot of work, and that's coming on Monday. So I will see you guys then. See you soon. And awkward times as I can't finish the live. Okay.